Look what just showed up in my order list. A Pagani Zonda and a Pagani Huayra. I love rebuilding Pagani engines. They're way more lucrative than any other engine rebuild. 12 cylinder, so it's pretty much double of everything. So the level of points raising way more faster than rebuilding a V6 or V8 or even a 4 inline. So I will rebuild those two engines. Got water timing, water pump, water pump pulley, belt tensioner, that's the easy stuff. Here a timing champ, that means probably all the timing gear and stuff. Timing gear, camshaft, probably a couple of rocker arms and stuff like that need to be replaced, so it will be a complete engine rebuilt. The other one is the same. So let's start it. Start by draining the oil. I was supposed to start by the other one because the other one showed up in the first place in my order list, but I think this one is a more complete rebuild. I want to show you a complete rebuild of Pagani. Since the engine is in the back, there's some things that are different than let's say a Mustang, but it's also the engine itself is pretty much the same, at the difference that 4 more pistons. But the access is different, like the engine, not the engine, the exhaust. You need to remove the exhaust by the engine bay. When on a regular Mustang or something else, you need to remove the exhaust and with the engine bay. You need to remove the exhaust by the underneath the car. So stuff like that are different. But now we got the exhaust. I need to disconnect the wheels of the transmission so I can remove the engine. And I want to work on my knees, so I will rise the vehicle. I want it to go while I'm removing it. It's brand new. I don't need to remove the calipers. Put it back. I want to go in there, scrapyard, and take vehicles that I want to start from scratch. But when those two beauties are shown up in my order list, I cannot just let them go. So I decide to rebuild those two before going at the junkyard and start restoring vehicle. Just by the look, we can see that the engine is pretty worn. I will probably have to replace the entire block, but I like it. The level of points is rising way more faster like that, and at 30 I will have my paint job. That's weird because the engine is in the back, but they put the crane in the front of the vehicle for every engine replacement, no matter what. So, like you can see, it's not, there's no engine anymore. So now we go in the engine stand, we put the engine there, and we start disabling everything. It's easy when you can't see the rust. Problem is when you cannot see it. You have to search for parts, for faulty parts. When it's inside the engine, the only way, apart from looking for your special tools, diagnostic tools, is to dismantle all the engines that it gives points. And it is very worthy. A job like that will give me about 30k. So it's fun to do compared to regular small 4 inline. You do a complete rebuild, and at the end you receive about 4k, so you feel like you did for nothing. We'll try to repair as much part as possible, but there's a lot of parts in engines that cannot be fixed or repaired, and some weird parts can, so don't know what's the logic and things like that. But it's way more fun rebuilding an engine than doing brake jobs or suspension jobs, where you're looking for a tracking rubber bushing, and you have to look at every rubber bushing before you find the right one. A job like that, when you see the description, you know pretty much all the engine is faulty, so you need to open up all the engines and look at every parts and find the faulty ones. The worst is the piston ring, because you can't see them until you remove the piston. And it happened to me once that everything looks good from under and from over, so I didn't remove the piston. I rebuilt the engine from completely. You put that in the car, and only then I saw that there was still some part unfound. So I had to remove the engine again from the car, put it back in the stand, and dismantle the engine completely to reach the piston ring and check remove every piston to see what piston ring was faulty. So you better take 10 minutes of extra of your time when you're rebuilding an engine and strip it completely, so you don't have to do it twice. Twice on the same engine. It's kind of frustrating because you're not paying for it. You're paying only when the job's over. They don't pay you for dismantling the engine twice. But some cars, when I will reach level 30, I will finally work for myself, restoring cars and selling them to make profit, and stop working for everyone else. Like, there's some jobs are more fun than others, like this one. But when nothing show more than brake jobs and transmission and suspension or this, it's pretty boring. Sorry about that. Some people rebuild the engine directly in the car, but I don't like it, since you have all kinds of shadow and parts in your way you can see pretty clear. Especially in a Pagani, you got everything in your way. So I rather always remove the engine from the car, put it in a stand. Can walk around, look everything out. You don't have bad surprise. As I said in a previous video, though for the real mechanic, you will see that I'm not following patterns when I'm bolting heads, head cover and stuff like that. Just only because I am lazy and I don't want to lose time moving the cursor all around to follow a certain pattern. Because the customer won't see the difference and the engine will work anyway. Oh yeah, you see, there are at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pistons that will need to be replaced, and probably half of those pistons have faulty rings. So yeah, that's a full job. I love it. On the top left corner you can see the percentage of wear, should I say, or quality of your parts, the parts you're removing. But I don't keep look on it on a job like this, because like I said, it's a full rebuild, so I will have to look at every part when I will build it back together, put it back together. Those who know the game will notice that I'm not walking as fast as some does at level 28, and the reason is I didn't unlock none of the faster walking option, only because I found that I'm working already too fast. Sometimes I pass through the place where I want to go, so I have to go back or something. So I rather move slowly a bit and get where I want to be on the first shot than having to go back because I missed the wheel or something. It's moving pretty fast enough for me. Now that everything is gone, I will go at the repair table and see what can be salvaged, but for that we need to know what percentage. Okay, you want a 100%, 97% parts condition. I will put 100% of parts, 100% quality for parts, so all brand new. I still try to repair parts. If it's not 97%, yeah, I will just find new parts. That was not from this engine. Starter, I won't take any chance. The ring cap, that's at 97%, so I'll stop there. Everything else missing, I will need to buy it from the store. And when buying it, you will see I go to the store often, and the reason why I don't buy everything before the job starts is because I have a lot of parts in stock, and I don't want to buy parts if I don't need to. But so far it was good. I managed to salvage the block and the crankshaft. They're both at 100%, so that's good. We'll see about the piston and the piston rings. For sure I will have to replace some. I'm sure they won't be all over 97%. And I saw some people moving their cursor around to click on stuff like here, they move here, and after that they move there, and after that they move to yes. You don't need to do that. You just you can just click on enter, so you don't have to move your mouse, your cursor everywhere, and lose time on this. Just click enter, save time. And do the same. And in my case, because my mouse is not very accurate, and I'm struggling to get on the right position, so I save some time by just clicking enter when I can. Now we're at the point where we need pistons. Maybe I was slipping. I was just remove this one to make sure it was over 97. Yeah, I was talking with you, and it was 97. Okay, rather be sure. Better be safe than sorry, right? Piston cap I will be good, so I need 4 piston with rod at the store. And engine, another fun part, I don't remember when you unlocking this, but piston with rod 5 times plus 1 spare. When you unlock the tablet, you save so much time. Oh yeah, I need piston ring too, so 5 times. Yeah, when you unlock the tablet, you don't need to walk at your computer all the time. To buy parts, you can stand just beside your car, beside your engine, or beside where you're working, and just order from the tablet. Save so much time. So I'm talking about saving time since the beginning. It's not because I'm in a hurry, it's because I can't wait to reach the level 30 and start building machines for my own and not for customers. Go at the auction and stuff like that, but I cannot sell a car at the auction if I don't have the paint shop to paint my cars. It's like selling a car halfway done. I guess by now you got the principle on how to rebuild or to install piston on a crankshaft. It's basically the same process for every engine except for some transversal engines, not transversal but like the Subaru engine, boxer engine, piston or sideways instead of on an angle like in a V engine. But it's the same principle, really. Screw it on a crank with a cap. We'll have a fuel filter, oil filter, no adult V12. Oil filter V12 purple. Some parts I buy in bulk because I use it regularly. Something like this oil filter, I could have bought two because I have another Pagani that I need to rebuild the engine, but I'm used to not buy things for no reason. %. We need to be careful not to install anything in the green that is not or that is under 97%. Because especially when you're reloading an engine, because you don't want to take it off the car for a stupidity like you forgot how much percentage of the part quality was required for your build. It make a lot of spark plug to remove and to put back. What you'll see at the end, it should be in the 30 grand for a build like that. For those who starting the game and don't know exactly where everything is in the garage, I will make a video tomorrow on how to dismantle or reinstall shock absorber like coilover where the machine are in the garage, so you won't be as lost as I was when I start this game first time. The diagnostic tool can help a lot, but when you can target the suspicious part only by your eyes, by the color, it's way faster, but you need to get used to it. Get used to know the difference between. Now we need to buy some camshaft caps, V12B, 3 times V12B. Camshaft and C, camshaft cap. V12B, 3 times. Camshaft cap, V12. V12B, 3 times. Plus 1 spinner. I know my phone is ringing a lot, but after those 2 builds, I think I will have reached a level close enough to 30 so I can go in junkyard and start salvaging cars. At the time I build and rebuild 2 or 3 cars, engines, body, suspension, everything, I will have reached the level 30 and I will have a pension. I already have a Pagani my home in the parking lot was the last spark plug was under 97. No, it was 98. We need that 2468 spark plug and tablet. It's in the S. Spark. Never enough of that. 20. We're almost done rebuilding this engine, so after we put it back in the car, it's pretty fast before we can deliver it to the customer. Go back cam gear so I can reinstall the valve cover. I need a new cam gear because the other one is faulty. It's a regular cam gear, yes. Oh, cam gear. Regular cam gear. It's weird now. You see it's a V12. Would require the W12 or something, but it's not a regular cam gear. Who knows why. Timing shine. Timing gear V12B. SNT. Timing gear V12B. Again, I could have part 2 for the other Pagani I need to rebuild, but I don't know if I will need one, and I don't want to buy stuff for no reason. Even if I have the money for it, I don't want to waste money on parts. V12 water pump, V12 right here. With the tablet, it's so fast to go in the store, so you don't need to buy everything one shot. If I had to go at the computer every time, I'd say, yes, I will go. Do I need 2 of those? Yes. Water pump only 2 time. Water pump pulley, plus 1 spare. Damper, crankshaft pulley, V8. Crankshaft pulley V8 and the C. V8 right here. You're almost done. Almost done. That's fine. Attention there. So it's done to that. The front of the engine's almost done. We'll move back on top and finish it. That's a lot of bolt. We managed to fix a lot of things, to repair a lot of things after all. Fuel rail. Intake manifold over V12B. Don't know why. Intake manifold over V12B. Throttle body is good. Intercooler are good. So we almost have a brand new Pagani engine. We're done. Only the back to do. Fuel filter clutch. Yeah. Clutch, flywheel, etc. It's another thing that you can buy in bulk, but a couple of spare guys, big chance you will need it. If you start rebuilding engine, you will need it. Install the engine, yes. Oh, we can get rid of that crane. Like you see, I think that I'm walking fast enough. I don't need to. Can go and install the transmission. Not the exhaust, the transmission. That's what I was saying earlier. When people rebuilding engine directly in the car, you have so many stuff in your way. It's hard to see. Sometimes you click on the wrong parts. Now we will rise it on the lift. The axle is not in yet. There's any suspension issue, no, clean, put back the tire. The other axle, suspension look good, rubber bushing good. Oh, the air filter look very dirty. The lower head. It here through the vent. I guess I get to go up there from the engine. Yes. Before we need 2 air filter tablet in the A. Air filter 2 times. This one's spare. go to the other side. Now what left to do on that? Oh, don't forget to put oil in the engine. Oil. Always tricky to find. Yeah, he's there. We're almost done, people. We almost got our first Pagani of the day. That's full. Let's see what's missing now. Obviously the hood. Timing is good. That's good. We missed one part. In natural engine and control. That might be the fuel pump. Is it missing something else? Maybe the fuel pump. Where's the diagnostic that then? Compression is supposed to be like a brand new engine. Yeah, everything is over 97%, so that's good. Come on. It's still over 98%, and the fuel pressure now. Let's see if it's the fuel pump. Let's hope it's the fuel pump. Oh, it doesn't reach the green. Fuel pump 100%. So what did I miss? General engine running. Did I reinstall the starter? Yes. Oil filter is there. What did I miss? Any idea? Oh, maybe the battery. Let's see the battery. Yeah, it was the battery, 92%. What I want to do? Tablet. Until I reach 30 level, I don't have a battery charger. So I need to buy a new battery every time. If I had the multimeter, which I will go and unlock right away, you will have told me that there was a faulty battery in that car. Now we should be good. Yeah, it was the battery. So we will put it back together. Close the hood, remove that from the lift. And our first Pagani is done. Wrong button. I just reached level 29 by doing that car, that engine rebuild, should I say. And oh, it was not as high as I expected. It was because of the 97%. When you do Pagani that the owner wants part condition around 80-85, you can manage to salvage a lot of parts or repair them for way cheaper. I reached 30k once by rebuilding Pagani engines. This time I doubled the profit. That's what I want to say. I doubled my expenses, so it's still good. I made money. Let's get rid of that car. So this is it, guys. Our first Pagani is done. Wish everybody a good day. And if you have any question on where stuff is or what machine is stored where in the garage, where is your dyno, stuff like that, not a dyno but a test room, I will post a video on what everything is in the garage, so you won't have to go everywhere and post question on forum to find your stuff. I should do that tomorrow, in 2 days, something like that. So stay tuned, guys, and have fun rebuilding cars.